Hi, everybody. Excuse me. Dee Dee, there's no money in the budget for raises. I'm sorry. But thank you for being early. I won't make you clean the bathroom next Monday. How about that? Even trade? We're good? Good. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Joyce. So, hi, everybody. I think this will be fun today. I hope it'll be fun today. We'll see. Dee Dee's collages this morning were magic. Magic. And I'm still intimidated. I'm going to try one, but man, am I intimidated. Hi, Terry. So, yeah, this is what I'm going to paint today. A lot of white. But I think we'll do okay. I did another one yesterday and then finished this morning at the end of Dee Dee's stream. And I'll show it. And I'll show some ridiculous things that I ordered from Amazon. You'd think I'd have better stuff to do with my time, but what the hell. So, Dee Dee, did you hear me tell you there's no money in the budget for raises? I'm sorry. Hi, Sharon. So, yeah. And I'm going to watercolor today with one of the nail brushes that we bought. I have used one of the other ones. I like them for cheap-ass paintbrushes. They're okay. Hi, Christine. So, thanks for coming. Oh, my, no, you missed that memo. I said it first when I came in. I thought you guys were hearing me, but I apologize, Dee Dee. No money in the budget. Hi, Missy. But I think as an even trade-off, I will not make you clean the bathroom next Monday. Is that good? You good with that? Hi, Jen. Hi, Dorothy. Hi, Vale. Okay, we got people coming in here, so that's good. Yeah, we're going to watercolor today a little bit. Yeah. And these postcards, I think Dee Dee showed them. Somebody showed them. You okay with that? Okay, don't have to clean the bathroom. I'm not really sure who showed these, but I'll pull out a little bit so you guys can see. It's one of those boxes of postcards that you can order from Amazon. It's got nothing but botanicals in it. I'm not going to show them all because they're all so much the same. But this one I've picked out. I think that will be a challenge to watercolor at some point. I like this one. I like the orange. And I might do one of them on one of the Pantone cards because I don't think I've done any on there. But there's so many that you could pick from. But I like this one because white watercolor is, in my opinion, it's kind of like glass. It's a little bit challenging. So I thought this one will be fun. But yeah, there's so many in here. I don't know. I can't remember. I've had them for years and they're out in a shelf on a bookshelf in the living room and I forget about them, but I love them. Look at that avocado. That one would be really fun to paint too. So there's so many in here. I mean, if you like painting botanicals, you would have an endless supply of material. So that's where the postcard came from. So yeah, I'm going to get use out of stuff that I've bought. Oh, Dorothy, poor Dorothy. Dee Dee, say hi to Dorothy. Dorothy, I think you were gone when Dee Dee recognized you were there this morning. She did not ignore you. So stop it. Pick one a month to do. We could do that, Jen. That would be fine. Who else came in? Judy. I think I didn't miss anybody else. Did I say hi, Kristen? I don't know. Anyway, hi, everybody who decided to come hang out with us this afternoon. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to use the nail brush because I thought that would be very fun. And the lines in the leaves, I was actually going to do that with a colored pencil, but I'm wondering if I should use one of those real thin liners and try and do that. That would be challenging. So I don't know. We'll see as we go. And let me show you the junk I bought first. I think I showed you guys these postage stamp stickers. Did I or didn't I? How's Robert Vaughn this day? the temperature is getting to him because it got warm yesterday, so I turned on the air conditioner. Well, I forgot to turn it off. And the sun comes in the back window right on the thermostat. And so he comes in from outside and he said, "Are you running the air conditioner?" It's like, yeah, I turned it on last night so we could sleep. And the poor man's wearing his coat. I'm freezing his butt out of here. Hi, Tori. He'll get over it. He'll be fine. Don't worry about Robert Vaughn. He always figures it out. Did I show you guys these? Anyway, they're really, really fun faux postage. I don't know why I bought them, but I bought them. And then I also bought, because people have sent me like snark stickers, and I think, well, where do you get snark stickers? So I looked on Amazon. They have them. Hi, Joan. So I ordered a bunch of snark stickers, and they're so good. I think my guardian angel drinks. Caution, I have no filter. I'm not qualified to diagnose you, but I do have some theories. Sounds like fraud, but okay. Don't follow me. I'm lost too. I speak in movie quotes somewhere. Some of them I don't particularly care for. This one I don't even get. Now, am I stupid or what? But here's an ostrich, and it says allegedly. I don't get that one. Robert Vaughn to get warm hug. That is really why she turned on the AC. You think? I'm not that desperate yet. I wish common sense was more common. Your password was too short, so I changed it. You had me at, we'll make it look like an accident. And the quality of these is really not good, you guys. I'm just saying. But they make me laugh, so what do I care? I do love her, though. Judging you. I'm not great at the advice. Can I interest you in a sarcastic comment? So, yeah. Here's one set of snarky stickers. So you never know. They might be going out in the mail to different people whenever I feel like it. And then I ordered these too. You don't get the ostrich. Oh, good. So anyway, yeah, just a bunch of snarks. So I haven't put it in the book yet because I have to check for duplicates. These were all duplicates. I know I have these. So those are duplicates. So yeah, that was my fun, ridiculous purchase. And then because you guys know I'm obsessed with that Oblivious Mind art, I wanted to do a blue and a brown one. And I started one, only it was big. And I got to part of it and I just didn't like it. So I cut it up and turned it into little ATC cards and threw the rest of it away. What is this behind here? Oh, that's a Zentangle pattern I want to look up. So because I'm obsessed with this, I went ahead and ordered these little bottles with precision tips. And I didn't know how these bottles were going to work. And with acrylic ink, they work great. Let me see if I have that. Okay, this is when it came, and I just put a little bit of red ink to test because I thought, well, if they don't work, then I'll just have some little precision bottles that I won't know what to do with. But I was just messing with them. They work good. Terry, they weren't very much, I don't think, because they're made in China. My intent is to reuse them because you only get 4 bottles and then a bunch of different caps. So I'm assuming they send you a bunch of different caps because at some point the caps are going to create problems. That was just what I thought. But like if you want a perfect little circle, like a blob of ink, and it comes out pretty fast. So you have to, oops. Like if you want just a little blob of ink, yeah. And I'm sure like everything else, I'm going to have to work with them and play with them. But And then you can clean up your bottoms really easy too. So that's just me, like the original artist, and I wish I could remember her name, but I can't. She doesn't care if her bottoms come out just exactly straight. But I have to say, to get just a little blob, and then this one was where I tried to draw with it. And I think this is the part that's going to take practice. And of course, it'll be different when I have more ink in here because I only put a little bit. Ah, come on. Oh, well, don't do that. These things I'm probably going to have to just cut off because they'll mess with your stuff. But anyway, like the beauty of that is you can get a real nice line. So I don't know, Terry, they're not very much. And I know you bought the inks. I'm just going to say I'm happy I bought them. How about that? And you can see what you're doing. And yeah. So I probably will cut this little nozzle thing off because I don't want that to happen multiple times. But yeah, it's a lot easier to control. Just saying. You used to refill your Echo printer? Okay, well, honestly, for what I paid for them, I'm not unhappy that I bought them. It was a ridiculous purchase. I was doing fine without them, but now I have something else to find a house for. So there you go. There you go. And I hope I didn't get red ink on my clothes because these are not exactly paint clothes. That'll do. Okay, well, there you go. So, and then if you do something you don't like, cut it into ATCs and call it a day. Have no clue what I'll do with those, but who knows. And then what else? I think that's it. I haven't ordered anything else. I'm going to order a brand new American flag today because ours is getting a little tattered out in the wind. And that beats that. Put this junk away because it's just going to get in the way. All right. So are you still doing those, Terry? Because I have to say I'm obsessed. When I sit down and I don't know what to do, first thing I think of is, oh, I'll do some paint scraping. So, yeah. All right. And then yesterday and today and this morning, I finished it up. I outlined the black. I thought, well, before I do this on stream, I'll do a little test one. So this one I started yesterday while I was messing around with laundry. And this is one I did yesterday. And this one I did with primarily these Staedtler Aquarelle watercolor pencils. I only have 24 colors in these. And ultimately I figured out that I didn't have the colors that I wanted. And so I was mixing them, but it was a pain in the neck. So I thought, okay, for today, rather than build up frustration for myself. Hi, Paula. Anybody else who's come in? Thanks, Terry. Thanks. Hi, Tori. Yeah, so Dale, this was my practice one. And so the midtones I did with these pencils. And I looked, they do sell these in a larger selection of colors. I probably am not going to order them because I have other water soluble products. So I thought today I'll use those maybe for the lines and stuff like that because they're much easier to control. But for the most part, for the large color, I think I'm going to use my Neo Color 2 because I don't use them very much. Well, I probably use them more than most, but I don't think I've ever used them on stream. But the thing about them is I think I bought the 74 color set and I'll have more than enough colors to choose from. So that was what I did. And then I did outline it with pen. And did I use colored pencil? Oh, the white was the only colored pencil I used. And then a little bit of ink to draw the lines just because it was more expedient and I wanted to get it done. And it's not exact, but it's close enough. I like the colors. And I think what I'm going to ultimately do with this, probably later on today or tomorrow, I think I'm going to I'm going to color the background in black. Because when Dee Dee does her black backgrounds, they're so dramatic and everything pops. So I think I'm going to do the background, excuse me, of this in black. So if I do, stay tuned. I might post it on Instagram. I've been really bad lately about posting on Instagram. I know, don't yell at me. And don't email Dee Dee. So I did go ahead and do a sketch of the card, and I'm doing pretty much just from, say, here up. So I'm doing primarily just the white and then some of the leaves. I want it painted black. You want it painted black, Barbara? Is that what you're saying? So I'm not doing the leaves down here. So, and it's kind of close, I think. So yeah, we'll jump in with that. Yeah, baby. So this is the cool paintbrush I'm going to use. Oh, and it probably has sizing on it, so I'm going to have to get the sizing off. I think it'll look cool painted black. And I chose this brush because it looked like it had a nice point. But we'll see. If we don't like it, we have others to choose from. So, oh, is that all you just quoting the Rolling Stones? Oh, I didn't catch on. Yeah, I think so too, Val. So that's what we're going to do. And this one, again, because I'm using the postcard, has no background. But if I want, I'll go in and I could do even stencils on it. Yeah. All right. So I'll start with the aquarelle pencils. We'll get out the dark yellow and orange. And if the colors aren't adequate, I'll get into the Neocolor 2s. And if you're not familiar with the Neocolor 2s, in my opinion, they're probably the best water-soluble product out there. And I know a lot of people like the Inktense and Inktense blocks, and I have them. But I still prefer the Neocolor 2s to all of them. But I do like the background. I did draw this with these Staedtler pencils. So the lines, hopefully, are going to disappear. And then I'll just look at the postcard to kind of give myself an idea of the colors. It's a quick way to do this for sure. You don't have to be careful because you're going to smush it around with your paintbrush. So, yeah. And I mix the colors right on the page because with the pencils, you know, it's hard. Otherwise, if I was using regular watercolors, I would mix on the palette and then, you know, use it. But and these dissolve pretty easily. And I'm just putting it on really lightly. I'm not bearing down or anything. So let's see how that goes with my new paintbrush. And for this one, the other one that I showed, this one, I just dropped it in that red ink. God, I'm a mess. Hi, Hermie. I did this with the water brushes. But I have to say, not impossible, but incredibly frustrating. So I thought, I don't want to be frustrated while I'm streaming because you guys probably don't want to listen to me cuss. Or maybe you do, I don't know. But I just decided to go ahead and use the nail brushes and see how they work out. And then all the detail I do last. So that's all that's going on around here. Nothing going on except that we are definitely in spring. I noticed yesterday the, I don't know if it's a magnolia tree or one of the Bradford pears or whatever, but one of the trees across the field from me bloomed out. So it's white blooms and everything. It's just so pretty, but I can't tell you what that has done for my mood. It has made my mood so happy. And the red bud next to it is also blooming. And if you've never seen a red bud, they are the most gorgeous trees in the spring. They definitely make you feel like spring is here. And yeah, so okay, so I think what I'm going to do, just looking at this real quick. And on the Neocolor 2s, if I want to take I just take the paint right from the back. The problem with these, and I'm going to be honest about it, if you're doing a big area or something, they're great. But if you need to get into somewhere really tight, yeah. And that's why I try and keep a point on them. So if I have to get into someplace really tight, I can. But that's the problem, I would say, with these is hard to get into tight areas. So that's why I use off of the back of the brush or the little crayon thing here. And what I was saying is, if you're not familiar with Neocolors, they're awesome products. But they also make a Neocolor 1, but it's just a wax crayon. So be a little bit careful. Hi, Becky. Kalura. Yeah. So just be a little careful. All right. I think I will. Maybe I will just use the Statler and then use the darker color over it. So you'd be surprised what you can do with, just water-soluble products. You don't have to buy a watercolor palette and get all the tubes of paint unless you want to. I have all of them, so it's just choosing what you want to do. But I don't think I've ever done just water-soluble products on let's see. There's something in here that I didn't draw. What? It's all right. We'll just add it in. But if you're going to order a set of pencils, I would order a little bit larger set than 12. Has anyone played with the Crayola pearlescent crayons? I've ordered them and I'm interested. Pearlescent. The only one person that I can think who does amazing art with Crayolas is Cat and Paste. And for a while, she'd used nothing but crayons. I have to say, it was amazing. I don't use the wax. Now, I do like the Crayola watercolors, you know, like the set of 12. If you want a limited palette, there is nothing wrong with Crayola watercolors. I'm going to put this over here. Well, I don't know. And in the early stages, I have to say, you have to work through the uglies. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this brush. Because I want to blend that out, I went ahead and rinsed my brush and dotted it off. So you get just barely any color. But these colors are fairly vibrant for a pencil, you know. And if you want a watercolor, honestly, this is one of the easiest ways. Exactly, Becky, isn't she? Larry Halverson. Holy crap, Larry. Hi. I'm so glad you dropped in. Larry is my brother. He's my oldest brother. He wasn't always the oldest, but he is now. I hope you're okay, Larry. How's your shoulder? And I'm working on bee paper. And you can get the bee watercolor paper at Walmart. And for an inexpensive watercolor paper, it is not bad. Not bad at all. This is some I ordered a long time ago from Amazon. But I think the stuff they're selling at Walmart is the same stuff. I'm sure they didn't do anything different for Walmart. So, but yeah, I like the bee paper for inexpensive paper. Say hi to Charlene, Larry. Maybe she's sitting there watching with you. Charlene, you should start attending some of these streams with us because these people in chat are pretty good people. Hi, Ruth. Yeah, you got kids to herd, Ruth. Did you tie them to the tree yet? I told you to. Ruth's kids are home today for snow day in Saskatchewan, Canada, believe it or not. Would have been easier if I had drawn this morning so I could remember what my thinking was. Oops, I wanted the lighter green. So this is cheater watercoloring. Watercolor purists, I'm sure, are like rolling over in their graves right now going, oh my God, you have Daniel Smith. You have M. Grams. What are you doing this? Because it's a challenge and it's fun. Okay. Bye, Larry. Yeah, call me later. I'm curious about how your shoulder's doing. Hey, bossy butt. Larry's definitely not interested in watching somebody cheater watercolor. He's a good egg, that boy. The nail brushes, one thing I will say, I think they're going to give me real control in small areas. But for big areas, they don't hold a lot of water. So just a heads up on that. Not a horrible thing. Just something you got to be aware of is that you're not holding a lot of water here. And that's, I guess, why they sell watercolor brushes. But since I hadn't tried these, I wanted to give it a go. And let me get you up close so you guys can see. The one thing about the pencils is because watercolor paper is textured, when I'm putting the color down, it tends to sit on top of the hills, the hills and valleys. So you have to go over it a couple times to get it to dissolve so you can get it down in the valleys. But that's not a horrible thing. It just is what it is. But you can kind of see there how it's just not as smooth as it would be if I was using regular watercolors. But if you mess with it, you can get it down. You're a control freak. Well, Judy, I'd have to say I am too, except that with watercolor, it was probably good for me to do the watercolor because you have to give the whole control thing up. You just can't be a control freak with watercolor. It doesn't work well. You can definitely see up here where you can still see the texture. I don't really mind so much. But after you get it down, the color does not move that much. So there's that. All right, let's go ahead and do, and this is why I had problems with the Staedtler pencils having fewer colors, is that if I want to get this dark kind of olive, mossy kind of green, I just didn't have an option. So that's why I pulled out the Neo 2s. And when it comes to the darker greens, I've got some good choices here. Let me see. Yeah, and see, I want something more natural looking. I've got good dark greens, but I want something more natural looking. So, and then I'll get out the, I'll go with the lighter brown to start with. But yeah, in the Neo Color 2s, you've got really good greens and you've got really good browns. And those are the colors that I struggle with in any of, well, a lot of the watercolor products. All right. I've messed myself up on the Hunt book. I dismantled what I had to insert an old alphabet book. Some pages are brittle and not working. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, Brenda. I haven't heard from anybody in a while that they finished the scavenger hunt. And I actually did a couple more pages in mine. I don't know if I should show you guys or not. I don't know. I don't know. And the pigment on the Neo Color 2s is, you get a lot more pigment, just saying. So I start out pretty light, and then if I need it darker, I'll go back in with more pigment because this pigment is pretty intense. And I will absolutely praise. Let me check my drawing here. That's the bottom of that leaf. Okay. Why did I do that? Probably just forgot to erase one of the lines, but who cares? See how you just don't have to be too careful at all. Just get the pigment down, and then it's just messing with the brush. But here you can definitely see how the Crayola is sitting on top of the mountains, you know. I'm just calling them mountains and valleys, but we'll get that worked out. And for this biggest space, I actually need a brush that will hold a lot of water, but I'm still going with the other one. This is like challenge day. And I shouldn't have put those lines in with the brown. They'll just smush into this green, and I'll have to go back and put them in. I don't care. And on this one, I probably will, I'll show you. On the postcard, they outlined their watercolor with black ink. And I like watercolor and ink, so I probably will do that. Can you see up here in the flower petals how they've kind of outlined it in the brown? I probably am going to do that as well. Oh, Sharon, you finished yours? Let me see if I've got you on the list. Oh. Yeah, but I haven't been getting any notifications, so I don't know if people are just burnt out. Let me see, Sharon. Nope, I don't have you on the list. You're number 12. We'll get you down. I think I know how to get a hold of you. So, what's today? The 4th? Oh my gosh. I better go back and chat and see if anybody else. I never taken the Neocolor 1 or 2 plunge. I've never used the ones, Paula. Hi, by the way. Hi, Marguerite. But they're just wax crayons, so yeah. Show you what, Jen? I'm sorry, my mind has moved on. Show you what I did in the scavenger hunt book. You may never finish it. And see, that's the thing is, I don't want anybody to feel pressure, you know, but to finish. I mean, do what you enjoy, and if you don't finish it, it's all good. It's all good. You're going to finish your scavenger hunt before March 15th. Cool, Devin. When are you going on vacay? I know you announced it. Hi, Pam. Stitch It Pam says she finished hers. I better write it down. Stitch It Pam. Now, Pam, if you win, I'm not sure that I know how to get a hold of you. Are you on IG or something? Because I'm pretty sure I don't follow you. And I'm writing down where people tell me so I can go back and get a hold of you. Okay. Pam, would you put your name, your Instagram name in chat, and then we can all follow you, and then I'll also know how to get a hold of you. Okay. All right. Break time from watercolor. We'll I don't even remember what I did in my scavenger hunt book, honestly. Always march to East Con Wednesday during. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to miss you. All right, I think I showed you all this stuff up front. I did put a bird on that. I put birds on a lot of them because you got to put a bird on it, right? I don't even remember where the birds came from, but yeah. So all the little doors, or some of the doors, have birds on it. I know I showed you that. Okay. I did add my galentine from Devon. Sometimes I look at people and wonder, how do they fit all that stupid in one head? I think that a lot. I'm dropping everything. And then my Scooby-Doo Valentine. Hi, K-Berg. That's so much fun, Devin. Devin, your jelly prints are so awesome. I just look at them and think, how the heck did you do that? All right, I probably added some more to that. And there's Oblivious. Oh, I know, I did a monochromatic page. Okay, this page I did, and this is all the stuff that was in my Happy Mail from Bossy Butt. Hang on, I'm picking up the stuff I dropped because it will annoy me until I pick it up. So this is all the stuff in Devon's Happy Mail. And then I added one extra thing because I thought of it after I'd done. There's her jelly prints up there, all the postage. And this is a book page, and it's got a bird on it. So this is like stuff from a friend art, postage, book page. And then I got this brilliant idea. Sometimes I have flashes of brilliance that I just want to run in the bathroom and kiss myself on the mirror. Check it out. This little postage here is like a little flip, and my secret message is back there because you have to hide a secret message. Devin made me do it. So that's my secret message, but I would like it to lay flat so everybody thinks, oh, it's just in there. Devin didn't send me that one. I put that one in after I thought, oh, I could put a secret message on there. So that was my Devin Happy Mail. And this was my monochromatic page because you guys know, and I don't care if things look the same. I don't care because I'm obsessed with this. So this was my monochromatic page of nothing but blue. And that might be all. I don't know. I've got one. Oh, no. This one. Oh, my God. I love this one so much. You guys know just from experience that I am Smack and Dragon challenged, like really. And so I decided Saturday morning and have anything else really I needed to do. So I thought, okay, I'm going to get out the stuff to do Smack and Dragon because it's a mess. And I got out the Seth After Zinks or whatever. And I tried to do Smack and Dragon. And it just does not work well for me. I don't know why. And I needed to go watch a Didi video again. But I thought, well, I'm going to use them. That's it. I'm going to use them. So I did go ahead and spray the page. And so that's why it looks like spray ink, because it's Smack and Dragon and then spray. And then I thought, I'm going to make, and I was laying in bed when I thought of this. I'm going to make 2 creatures named Smack and Dragon. I'm not kidding. I was so happy with myself. I didn't get out of bed and kiss myself, but eye zinc sprays. Yeah, those are the ones, Devin. And I love them, but I am definitely challenged. So I used some of the snark sayings. Don't follow me, I'm lost too. And this one says passengers ride at their own risk. So meet Smack and Dragon. You should call your Smack and Whack It. Maybe that's the problem, Devin, because I slap it down and then I whack it and then drag. And then it just turns into a mess. It turns into a damn mess. And I had that ink all over my hand. It was just like, why would anybody even want to do this? So that's Smack and Dragon. your dinosaurs. And then I don't know if I did anything else. I think the rest of this crap back here I've showed you guys. But I did get some stuff to do the t-shirt page. So I've got it partially done. I'm so scared to cut into it, but I'm going to do it. So, yep, Terry's monkey. Oh, my God. If you want to just kiss your screen right now, you can. Thanks, Missy. Thanks, Vale. So I think that's, oh, no. Because I'd gotten my snarky stickers, I'd shown you guys these conspiracy chickens, and I haven't decided if I'm going to put conspiracy chickens up here. This one's sitting here looking, saying, let's pretend I'm listening to you. Yes, I see you. No, I don't care. So they ended up in the book too. Oh, and these were pages from the Smack and Dragon too. So there's, yeah, those were Smack and Dragon backgrounds. Those guys are so cute. I want to go over them with matte medium so they're not so shiny. Okay, Devin, yeah, be careful. And that's it, I think. Yep, that's where I'm at. So I did get like 3 pages done this week, so I'm happy about that because at this point I'm at, oh, I got to put that back. I'm scared to death of losing this. And I got to put this back in here. Yeah, let me see. I think I've got about, okay, I've got 30 prompts left to do. But I have ideas and most of the stuff to do it. So it's just really a matter of making myself sit down and do it rather than sitting here watercoloring and doing everything else in the world. All right. Which one was I using? Wasn't the brown one. It had to be this one. I think that may be all, though. Oh, no. These areas out here. This is white. Okay, so actually, yeah. So sometimes I sit here and do stuff like that, like the chickens and the Smack and Dragon. That Smack and Dragon, literally, I was laying in bed. And I was just cracking myself up. I live a pretty simple life, you guys. That's all I got to say. I'm just happy that we're getting some spring out there. Robert's so excited he got his mower out and got it all ready to go. So you can tell he's really excited to get the mower out. All right, and it ends there. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I didn't do the green on that. I can add it back later, though. No big deal. And a lot of times I can't do the exact same colors anyway as the original, but that's okay. No big deal. This one, it looks like there won't be much background that I have to decide what to do with. Hopefully it'll come out. And if it doesn't, I still own a trash can and I still use it. Yeah, it'll just be this much that has the background. Okay, I'll turn it upside down to paint it. don't worry about being behind on the scavenger hunt. Literally, I only do it so that we have a project and it's fun. Do not put pressure on yourself. That's the last thing I would want. And I think part of it too is just trying new stuff, thinking outside the box, doing things that you normally wouldn't do. Like I normally wouldn't do those dragons. Well, maybe I would. What the hell? Because I'm a little twisted that way, but it's all good. The point on this brush is helping immensely. It's so much better than the water brush. But can you see how the Neo it dissolves so nicely? Now it does leave, if you're going to draw on top of this, be careful with your ballpoint pens because it does leave some of its binder and it is a little waxy. So I learned that on the one from yesterday where I didn't get the binder completely dissolved. It definitely resisted ballpoint pen. So, but live and learn. What the hell? Gets quiet when I start painting. So yeah, 30 more prompts to go. I'll try and get some done this week. I'm hoping that the temperature and everything will get nice enough. I'll pull you guys down a little bit again. Yeah, I'm hoping that it gets nice enough here in the next week or so. Robert's done pretty good cleaning out my flower beds, but I'd like to go out and mess in the dirt a little bit. And I probably need to separate some hostas. I know I need to separate the daffodils, but I can't do that till fall. Hostas don't care. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I used to put a lot of annual flowers and stuff in the flower beds, but it just got too much to take care of. So now I put perennials in, and then you just have to tend them, which makes it really nice. But you get a lot of debris out in the garden, or at least in my garden, during the winter months. So. And I think you just need to play with the water-soluble products, how much you have to put down to get the color you want. You know, like here, I can already tell I'm probably going to want to add some more. I have ideas for prompts and stuff to do them. I need to find my button gear pin. So, yeah. Now this brush is pretty nice, actually. It's very easy to control. And I'm not sure because it's short this way or what, but yeah, I have to say this is really nice and easy to control. And it's got a nice point on it, which your water brushes do not, unless they're brand new, I guess. The only problem I can see so far, honestly, is I gotta find this. Let's see. I'm down. Oops, I've got this upside down is the problem. All right, hang on. Robert's needing some help here. I'm going to mute you guys. Okay, you're unmuted. Sorry for that. All right, so let me just check chat real quick. Your lawn is just native wild grass. All right. 74 degrees, Judy. See, that's what we're going to be here. Almost 80, so that's why the air conditioner's on. All right. I'm all caught up. Got Robert fixed, I hope, but now I'm going to get a hard water line, but that's all right. We'll work with it. My bad. See how you can see where I didn't get it all dissolved? But you can just go back and gives it up pretty easily. And maybe I won't get the hard water lines. I think that's partly because of the bee paper. It's just nice, nice paper. Stays wet a little bit longer. And honestly, I don't know how much cotton fiber it has in it. I've never paid any attention. Well, I probably knew at one time, just don't know now. What is that? Because unless it's a leaf edge, nothing. Okay, it is a leaf edge. I was going to say nothing is ever that straight in nature. I think I'll give this. And this flower is a beautiful tree bloom dendrobium. So there you go. Never seen one in real life, so I could paint it anyway, and y'all wouldn't know the difference unless you've seen one. Nice. All right, big areas, I'm just going to bring in a bunch of water. Since I know the brush isn't going to hold a bunch, I'll just let the paper hold it. This I will definitely probably have to do twice, and that's fine. See how quick the paper absorbed all that water? It's nice. You can do a big area like that, and I've definitely dissolved the binder. So that's cool. And I'll do the same over here. Look at, I just got green there. Let's see what we can do to clean that up. So yeah, using these for watercolor, the only thing I would say is the lack of water creates its own issues. But you got to try. You bought them. All right, now we'll try and do watercolor erasure. Okay, thanks, Pam. Look at how nice that is. Boom, watercolor erasure right there. Okay, this is where we're at. I'm going to try and work up here a little bit because that's so wet down there. I'll give it a chance to dry real good. I'm only fixing some of these where I can see where the binder hasn't dissolved completely. All right, let's go ahead. Do I want to do the brown yet? I think I'll do a little bit of gray. Thinking. No, let's go ahead and do a little bit of the brown. The actual lines, in the flowers and in the leaves, I probably am going to do that with a colored pencil. Have you tried the method of pulling off the crayon? Oh, yeah. I've done that. That's very cumbersome, Dee Dee. I do it when I'm in a small area or if I want to add more color. But for this, yeah, just laying down the color is a lot faster. And I'm not necessarily looking to get this done really fast, but I think watching me pull the color off the crayon could be very cumbersome. And I have a paper towel over here to my side that I'm blotting the water off on. And for a small area like this, you don't want a whole lot of water anyway, so. Right now, to clean this up and blend it a little bit, the brush is just almost dry. Hey, Judy. Long time no see. Thanks for coming in. Hi, Cat and Paste. We were just talking about you and your ability to use Crayola crayons, Cat. I can't remember who was talking about it, but they asked about the Crayola pearlescent. Have you tried those? So by doing this, I'm actually learning, because what I had to do right there was go back in and try and dissolve, and down here too, you can kind of see, go back in and try and dissolve some of that pigment that's still sitting on the paper, or not the pigment, the binder with the pigment in it. So same down here. I obviously didn't work that enough. Not that it would hurt anything. I mean, I could leave it in there, but I'm not going to. So do you know about the Crayola pearlescent? Now I've got that wet again, so I need to work up top here. Let's go ahead and do the little bit of green. Oh, I already did that. Okay, cool. And that's all going to be brown. So let me see. Maybe for this I will, because it's kind of going to be a little bit of an experiment. I want a little bit darker. Eraser. You think you need pearlescent? Okay, well, I've not ever tried them. So you have a box of 96 in the colors of the world. Okay, hang on. In the colors of kindness. Am I missing something? Yeah, that you're missing the pearlescent. Hi, Shelley. We just went back and chat a little bit. Pearlescent neon. Oh my God, there's so many. All right, I guess I'm going to have to, this is another thing we're going to try here. And I want to do it on camera. Put this off on something else, add the water to it, and then transfer it. And the reason I don't want to put it directly on the paper is for some of these shadows in the flower, I was just going to try and do this a little bit. I don't want to go direct to paper because I can control the colors a little bit better this way, I think. That's my goal. See, there's some brown in here. So that's a good way to control your colors a little bit. And then dry off the brush. And you can spread it out until it disappears. How about that? That be very cool. Hang on, I'll check. Let's see. Okay. Not important. So yeah, that's a great way to do that. So yeah, I'm looking at it the right way. Okay. All right, that's going to work out good, I think. That was kind of my little experiment there. All right. Color out some more. Yeah, baby, this is going to work out just fine. Oh, I forgot. All right, let me draw something that I obviously moved right on from. Probably because the little sign for the flower name was in there. But yeah. And I'm only going to do the bigger brown areas. The rest of them I'll put in with pencil. Need a little puddle of water over there. All right, got awfully quiet in here. I think I will just go ahead and use the brown for the shadows as well. I might go back in and change that. I don't know. We'll see. Like right there, it's almost just like no color at all. But I think that'll work for the shadow. We're gonna see, right? Thanks, Dee Dee. Dollar Tree is going up to $1.75. Oh my gosh, I haven't been in a Dollar Tree and I can't even tell you how long. Just don't do it anymore. I haven't been in Dollar Tree since they went up to what, $1.25? I just figured out one day there's absolutely nothing in there that I need. And the thing is, if I go in there, they have those little bags of dollar candy, and I invariably would buy one. So it's like, why do I do this? Why do I do it? So I quit doing it. And honestly, I haven't missed it. And they even built one. I mean, I have nothing next to me, you guys. I have a dollar, let's see, Dollar General, and occasionally I might go in there for a loaf of bread or something. But they built a Dollar Tree right next door to Dollar General, and I just don't go in there. Because I'm such a rebel. Painting white is definitely a little bit challenging. Okay, I'll show you the original. Can you see where we're at? Thanks, Joan. Yeah, the brown is working out better than I even thought, Terry. Honestly, it's working out really, really good. And if aw, Dee, you run in your bathroom and smooch yourself right on the lips, okay? So that's kind of where we're at. Let's go over and do this one because it looks really fun. The red and the color there, I will put that in probably with pencil just because, well, who knows? Hell, sometimes I say that and then I just go ahead and do something different anyway, so who cares? All right. So it looks like this. Almost dropped the brush. I do that all the time. And I try to hold it a little bit looser because sometimes I find myself squeezing the hell out of it. It's like, you don't want to choke it. And when you're doing something like this, you can't paint exactly the lines that they show, but if you kind of get an idea of what pattern. You can do a reasonable facsimile sometimes. All right, now I want really, really light again. All right, I think I'm pretty much okay with that. Let's do some of these. I wish I'd gotten the end of that one so I could add the green, but oh well. Didn't work out this time. And this is actually, I don't remember if I told you or said anything about it, but this is for the scavenger hunt book. I cut the paper down to fit the page size. This is going to satisfy 2 of the prompts. I don't know why I think I can see it better this way. Yeah, this is botanical and watercolor page. So 2 in 1. Oh, and I have the, I started working on the song lyric one. I know what song I'm going to do. So I've been just looking for the right image to go with it. All right, let's see. Oh, well, no, because I cut the picture off before then. Okay, never mind. All right, do a larger area of the brown. I'm glad I thought to scribble that down and use it that way, because now if I want to drop in more color, it's really easy. Thanks, Devin. Oh, Ruth, go ahead and do multiple prompts on one page. I actually think that's part of the fun of it, is to see how many you can cram on one page. For real. To me, that's like the challenge, is to cram as many as you can on one page. I duplicate a lot of them, but I actually like, if I can get like 8 or more prompts on one page, I am happy, happy, happy. And it's not because I don't want to do 100 pages. I mean, I don't, but to me, it's more of a challenge to not do that. Now it's this big main flower one. All right, and then there's a bunch of light brown in there. So I actually really like this brown. Which one is it? Van Dyke. I think I only have Van Dyke brown in this and the Mission Gold paints. I could have just as easily done that little bit of the dark with the pencil too. You feel like you're cheating? Oh, no, 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 no. I obviously didn't advertise that accurately, because I think that's part of the challenge. That if you can do tissue paper, button, ribbon, and draw a monster all on one page, extra credit. Hello. That's how I look at it. Maybe I just give myself extra credit. Now, if I was halfway smart, I can go back in and put those lines in again. But I was going to say, if I was halfway smart, which I'm obviously not, right? I would have let that dry a little bit more before I did that. I like getting multiple prompts on one page and duplicate quite a few prompts too, especially washi doodle. Exactly, Devin. That's kind of how I approach it. That if I shove a bunch on one page, yeah, what the heck? In fact, I go through and look and make notes, like before I even start a page, of how many prompts can I shove on here. There we go. This one needs more lines, obviously, so let's just do that before we move down the page a little bit. Or maybe they're just so light you can't see them is the problem. Okay. That one will need another coat, but that's okay. We'll come back. Well, no, it's dry enough. Not sure I wanted it this dark, but watercolor always dries lighter than what it looks when you put it down wet. So. All right, now I got to give this some definition. Let me make a couple marks here so I can keep track of where I'm at. Okay. Okay, now this is a great big old fat shadow, so it's almost like the big shadow areas. You want that to just disappear kind of into the background so your brain doesn't really even see it, but you've got to put it in. I really thought I was going to do this brown with pencils, but I think now that I'm doing it in the watercolor, I think I'm glad I did. That I might have to go back over with white. I don't know why there's nothing in that whole white area. That's all right. We're going to do it the way they did it. Because they might have been looking at the actual flower. And we're not. I know I get really quiet when I do this. Usually I'm listening to some crap in the background. And I can't hear Barbara singing. You guys, I'm liking this a lot. I really am. It's coming out pretty darn good, I think. And all I got left is these 3 little leaves. I'm psyched. I know it's going to dry lighter, but I'm going to go ahead and pick up a little bit of it, I think. Yeah. Actually, well, I'll let it dry. It's almost like I get an idea and I want to do it right now. But with watercolor, you don't get that opportunity. Thanks, Hermie. Oh, Paula. You guys are so nice. It's no wonder I want to hang out with you and do art. Because you're all way too nice. I have to say, watercolor has been a real learning experience. One thing for me, I like things now. Like in everything. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's an Amazon order, if it's art, whatever it is, I want it now. And with watercolor, you can't be that way. Like you got to learn some patience. And of all the things that I needed to learn in my life, patience was one of them. I'm not a patient person. Like if you were one of my kids and I told you to do something, I didn't want it done later. I wanted it done now. So, oh, I forgot another thing there. So yeah, watercolor has been good for me that way because I've had to learn. Be a little patient, girl. I'm still waiting to win Publishers Clearinghouse. I don't know when those buttholes are going to call, but they need to do it soon. And I did get some Happy Mail out this morning, so I was pretty proud of myself for that. You're impatient when ordering art supplies. Me too, Vale. And it's like if I've lived this long without them, how much do I really need them, honestly? And I certainly have something in my stash that will work. But when I decide it's time to order something, I am the most impatient person on the planet. Okay, I'll wait on that. But one nice thing about watercolor is you can get some effects that I'm not sure you could get any other way, including colored pencil. Sunshine and cocktails. That's what I'm talking about, Devin. Where you going? I'll meet you there. I'm not huge on the cocktail part, but I would watch you drink cocktails. That's funny, Marguerite. You know where you can find the greatest Japanese pens is Australia. I found so many good pens down there. Honest to God, am I that stupid? I am that stupid. I didn't draw in. No wonder this looks freaking weird. That's going to have to be the dark. All right, we'll just do that right now. Hopefully this is the same color. Yeah, the bookstores and art supply stores in Australia have the best pens. Some of the detail will definitely have to be done with pen or colored pencil later. Oh, that looks better. What if I went on Devin's cruise and drank cocktails and then played oh, Shelley. That would be like the most X-rated Pictionary ever. It would be so much fun. All right. That's where we're at. I'm liking it. All right. I think for right now, I might have to come back and put in, there's a couple areas I'm just not comfortable with. Oh, that's white. Okay, we can fix that. All right, that looks better. Okay, I need a little bit more shadow in there. You have to always go back and double check because things dry lighter, and especially when you're on stream, you may not be paying attention, or at least I'm not. I try to. All right, read chat. Are these orchids? They are. I've never heard of them before. I'd love to see one in real life. They are beautiful. They tell you they're beautiful, so don't question that. Tree bloom dendrobium. Now, we may have a more common name or something, but yeah, that's what they call them. It is interesting. It's an interesting plant because it looks like the blooms all hang from a limb of the tree. So, yeah, they look cool. And mine has been upside down for much of the time. So, yeah. Let me clean up this so I don't put something in it that would be just like me. Famous for doing that. I'm probably am good on the flowers except the red in here. I want it a little bit darker. And any of this, like looking down, it looks like the postcard is a lot more vibrant, obviously, than what I've painted. I could go back in here and punch up any of these colors, you know, just adding more pigment. Because I wasn't sure how some of this I was going to do until I actually did it. So they are a type of orchid. Okay, well, that's probably why they look like an orchid. And in here, I probably am going to go back in there with a brown pen and punch up some of the areas, but I'm okay with it right now. But I probably will add more detail. Definitely. All right, let's just do it here in the stem because I don't know how much I'm actually going to get done, but let's just go ahead. And I could actually do this with regular colored pencil rather than the watercolor pencils because I'm probably not going to activate this. And I probably would pull out the Verathins or something like that. A real hard lead. And I'm not a purist, so for me, if I use a pen or something else on these, doesn't matter to me. Don't care. But the nice thing about using the water soluble, if I want to go back now and blend it in a little bit, I could do that. And see in here, I'd want some thinner, darker lines. That is really, really hard. I guess I could get out those little line brushes that came with the nail set to, if I was an absolute purist. You had to look it up, Terry. I would too. I wouldn't know. But a lot of times to me, it's just doing it because it's a challenge. Because there was a time I would never, ever have attempted something like this, which is good because I'm obviously building up my confidence, because I don't really care if you guys make fun of me. You can make fun of me all day long. I don't care. But I just never would have attempted it. So I'm glad now, you know, if I do it and it screws up, who cares? Literally, who cares? I love orchids so much. I kill them. I love them so much. I just kill them to death. But that's the truth. I just kill them. All right. Which is the darker of the two? Probably that one. All right. Now I need to smush out some of this binder here. Smooth it out some. So that's one of the pitfalls if you're going to work directly from the Neocolor 2s onto your paper. But it's not horrible because I can go back in here with just a little bit of water and smooth it out very easily. I actually think I have more control. Maybe I'm just kidding myself, but yeah. All right, let's work on some of these leaves so you can see how it's going to end up. See how the stem here, I did that partially so that I could keep them separate. I mean, they obviously are a different color, duh. But now I'm going to go back in and add some of the darker green. I don't want them that. And white, I always go back in and add at the very end. So if you're wondering, well, why did you paint it one color and then go over it with another? One, layering makes for a richer color, in my humble opinion. And partially when you're doing a whole drawing like this, you have to do things so you know where you're at, I guess, is at least I do. I don't know if everybody has to. because now I think I'm more at the mid-range color than that really, really lime green. But I did it with a few of the colors, like the orange, the green, up here, the green. That's mostly so I can keep my place from the reference. All right, let's get out. Oh, what? Dark green. I'm going to look at the dark grays. Do I want raw umber? Probably. They changed the design on these about halfway through. Some of them, the colors are up here. Like this one's sepia is way over here, and over here it's over here. So I've obviously gotten two different designs. I think we'll leave sepia out for sure too. I thought I had a real dark brownish green. I know I do. It's just, can I find it? Oh, maybe that's it. Nope. I don't use the black very often in this either. Nope. All right. Maybe I'm on drugs and I'm dreaming that I had it, but I swear to God I did. No, we'll just go with those. Janet, what's the name of the flower you did your test flower offline? The one I did offline is called let's see here if I can separate it from the other paper that I had that I set in the wet ink. That one was Flower of the Gods. Very intricate. Flowers are quite amazing little creatures. All right, probably the best way, I think, to go about this is to take the sepia. Yeah, I'll take the sepia. I'm going to do another wash of a brighter green, I think. Which one? Which one? Which one? This is when I need a practice sheet. Now that's going to be bright green. But for parts, no, that is not going to work. All right, bad idea. That's the green probably. That one's fine. All right, let's go ahead and just put some of this in here. Not much. And that up there is lighter, so we'll wait on that. A little bit of this green will go a long way, for real. So much of this is going to be shadow and the darker brown that I'm not all that worried about it. Hopefully it'll make it just a little bit richer. I'm going to paint on that postcard before I'm done anyway. Wait and see. And when you dissolve the binder and your color's down, see, I can paint on top of it and I'm not going to move the color below. So that's a really nice thing. Or if it's moving, it's not moving enough to make any difference. And if it seems like I'm adding a lot of water, I am. Okay. Yeah, I like that color a little bit better. All right, let's start with these because they're already dry. So I'll get the brown pencil. And I'll try and keep my hand out of the wet. I tell myself that every time. Every time, every time. Just keep your hand out of it. This was the sepia, right? Now this is a dark, dark, dark brown. So with this, I'm going to have to test a little bit because I could lose control here. I don't want to lose control at this point. Yep, needs to be lighter than that. It's just damp enough. That makes it a little bit hard writing on. That's the problem with doing it on stream. If I was alone, I probably would have already taken a couple of breaks just to let it dry out real good. Okay. And then I still got to put little pricks on them, so I forgot to do that one, but oh well. I got to paint that a different green anyway, so. Hey, Julie. Hi, View. Sorry I getting so intent in my painting I don't look up very often. But this is where I could like make it or freaking break it. Yeah, I'm okay with that. All right. Since I'm right here, let's go ahead and I hope I didn't miss too many of you coming in. I'm sure I did. All I can say is I'm sorry I suck. For those of you who came in late, I'm using Neocolor 2. To paint today, which is a water-soluble crayon. I like them very, very much. They look like crayons like this. And I just colored it out on the table, and then I pick it up that way. Most of the, well, I don't want to say most of, but the leaves and some parts of the flower, I did go ahead and put it direct on the paper. And now I'm painting from a little puddle on the paper. And honestly, to go back in and do these straight line details, I probably would be better off going in and using a colored pencil or something. But now that I've started this, I'm liking doing it this way. But I'll go back and do more detail with the colored pencil, I think. Highlights will definitely be done with the colored pencil. And especially like these little tiny lines in between. Yeah, those will get done with probably a pen, honestly. All right, so where is this? I didn't follow my original art, I don't think, but that's okay. We're going to do it anyway. Ain't no going back and erasing now, you know? Right there, it's got a little piece of the paper that's resisting the color. That's pretty weird. You know what I could do? Because I don't want that brown. I'm going to try the black. This is water-soluble Statler pencil. I'm going to try that. Sharpen it, get a real nice point. I'm going to have to get one of those sharpeners like Dee Dee. I've been resisting because I have 500 sharpeners around here. But I kind of think I'm going to end up getting one. Yeah, that'll work. Let's do it on this one while we're doing it. This, hi Jasper. Even though this says it's black, it never would actually be a good black. I promise you. When I wet this, it'll be gray at best. That's why I never use black watercolors. I wish Dee Dee would get that ink that Denise ordered her. I'm dying to see that. Because I kind of have a feeling I will be ordering it. Because it's hard to find a really good black, you know? So what's that? Yeah, that's part of the same leaf. All right. right, and this will be the last one over here. All right, better, better, better. That got that done really quick, huh? Shelly, I drew the original art on this one and this one with a set of Statler aquarelle that I've had for about 100 years. It was one of the very first products, water-soluble products that I bought. And hang on, I dropped some. I have to say, I have loved these, but I use them primarily for doing my initial sketch because then the sketch itself just dissolves into the background. And then I decide later whether or not I want to outline in watercolor pencils, ink, whatever. So yeah, these are water soluble. I only have 24 set. That's why I didn't use them for the whole thing. But they do make a much bigger set. I probably am not going to buy them. Just saying, probably not going to buy them. Famous last words, right? Right. But I think for the lines in between, the real fine lines in between, I probably will use, if I can find it here, Unipin Sepia. I think this is. I think it's Sepia. Yeah, Sepia. Because it's such a fine, fine nib. And I can control it then. Where with colored pencils, as soon as you lose that tip, you're kind of screwed. Kind of really screwed. So, yeah. All right, let's put in some of these more shadows. I'm glad I decided to use the pencil. Got crap happening really quick since I'm running out of time here. So let's get some. I'm not sure. Maybe I will end up using the black. I've never used black of this, but I think we're going to today. We're going to give it a go and see, because I want that a little bit darker. The problem with using black or anything really, really dark is then you've got to go back and blend it out. You can't just leave it black. Yeah, see, it's dark gray at best. And if it turns out that I want that darker, and I can't manage it, because by now I've about used all the paper's tolerance, I'll go back in with colored pencil later and darken it. Just use what you've got, you know? The nice thing about using that black pencil is by just going along with it, I can create the little bit of shadow, because there's a little bit of shadow on each of these lines, like they're actual ridges. And as soon as you do that, you know if you're going to add a highlight, where you're going to highlight it, right? Made that little task real, real easy. And I don't know how well you guys can see, especially when I'm not showing you. Oh, the decoupage box, Jasper, turned out awesome. Hey, Lena. Thanks for dropping in. I have a video of yours to watch. I didn't have time over the weekend. Now I want to go back and redo this one. I don't know how well that's going to work, but yeah, better. Better. Exactly, Devin. Yeah. I think it's the elephant one I have to watch. Saving it for tomorrow when there's no other live streams on. Let's get this one over here. Let me see how those shadows look. I'm not sure I'm in love with those. I'll work on those for sure. Well, this has been really fun, and I think I will actually probably use these water soluble. I set myself up a challenge too, is I have the Inktense and the Inktense blocks, and I've never really used them much. I played with them. They seem kind of slimy to me, at least the Inktense blocks. And I told myself, you are going to do a project with those if it kills you. So here in the not too distant future, I think I will get the Inktense blocks out and make myself do something with them and prove to myself they're either the crap that I think they are, or they're better than I've ever given them credit for. But there's something slimy about them that just, ugh. Oh, you guys, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm going to play with them, View. I have them. Yeah. Let me get out my white pencil real quick, and I'll put some highlights on here. Maybe some little bit of shading and the little stickeries. I don't know why I didn't get these out first. They're always hard to get later. Let's see. I do want Scram, dude. Robert Vaughn brought my mail in, and his phone started ringing. Yeah, I just, there's something about the Inktense blocks. So, hey, I got fun mail. Let's open it. I think I know what it is. It's from my buddy who lives in Georgia, which means my mail went out. Woohoo. It's on the way. That's Robert's cell phone. We don't have a landline. Mine says an idiot is trying to reach you on your mobile device. The other day, I can't remember where I was, but I was standing, I think I was in the checkout. Yeah, I was at the checkout in Walmart, and my neighbor across the street called me. And of course, it said, an idiot is trying to reach you on your mobile device. And the lady next to me just started laughing so hard. And I picked it up and I was like, hi, Nikki. Oh my gosh, check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Dee Dee is going to make me do collage if it kills her. Look at, I have a Post-it note for my scavenger hunt. Another one. I have multiples of those. I got collage photo. Ooh, those butterflies are nice. They're going to be a pain in the ass to fussy cut. This is not even fussy cuttable. Oh my gosh, she's pretty. This one I probably will just cut in an oval and call it a day. Look at what she's trying to make me do. Oh my God, Dee Dee. This was, what did you call this, Dee Dee? It was something different. It wasn't Smack and Dragon. But she was using the colors from the color blocks. It was interesting and it was fun, but every time she put her fingers in the paints, I was just like, oh, you poor thing. I feel so bad for you right now. So it looks like I got some of all the colors. Smack and Smash. Okay. So these are the Smack and Smash cards that I'm going to have to, she's making me do it. No, I am not doing the fussy cutting. Look at those. They are way cool though, Dee Dee. I have to say that day when you did that, it looked way fun for you. Not way fun for me. But then she sent me some little bit of collage fodder so I can at least put something decent on there. Look at, she's so pretty. But I did buy one of those collage books, the postage one, the faux postage. So I even put it in my Beast this month. Yeah. Okay, this is all going back in the envelope. Dee Dee, thank you as always. Just do it. Jasper, easy for you to say. Easy for you to say. But now I love watching Dee Dee do it, but when I'm thinking about doing it and putting my hands in the paint, and then I'm just like, you know what? I have these nice, clean colored pencils that do almost everything. What do I need to do that for? Right? I'm going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. I'm sucking myself up, you dorks. You can't just jump into this stuff all willy-nilly, you know, like you need to work yourself up into it and not get too crazy, you know. I don't want to be in bed for a week after I do it. You know what I mean? All right. I'm not liking this for shadow, so I'm going to have to do something else. And this, I'm adding some shadow down here because I don't know how far up. It does go up kind of far. Anyway, yeah. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I have to get 12 packs of baby wipes. I do use baby wipes a lot, I have to say. They are one of the best products ever made. And I feel sorry for all the mothers who didn't have them for their children. All right, so I need some in here. I can tell by the way this is behaving that I'm gonna need to use some colored pencil on it, and that's fine. That's fine. Definitely not a purist, so I'm okay with that. I'll see if I work up the guts to do it by next Monday. We'll see. All right, let's quickly, just so you guys can finally see, because I'll go ahead and finish this either later on today or tomorrow. That's where we're at. This one would actually look really good with a black background. Well, maybe not down here, but up there, that would look really good with a black background. Okay, this is dry enough that I can. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, I need to take this little sepia pen and, to the best of my ability, if it's going to write, you know what? It doesn't want to. So let me try the Hybrid Technicas. It's not wanting to draw either. The Hybrid Technica won't want to write if I didn't get all the binder. Dissolved, so, and obviously over colored pencils, so. Might have to get out a micron. Oh, I know. I'll use my dress-up pencils, you guys, or pens. These are my ones I call my dress-up. The Copic multiliner. Love these. Look, it goes down to 003. I think we're going to start with the 01 and see how that does. Aw, thank you, Judy. Look at that nib. That's ridiculous. But if you want a nice fine line that you guys probably can't even see, but I can. And after all, it is all about me, okay? Just so we're clear. And I'm not going to do all this on stream, but you can at least see down here. Yeah, this was the exact tool I needed. Yeah, baby. And if I crush the nib, the cool thing about these micron multiliners is that after you have the barrel, you can go online, well, to Amazon, obviously, duh, and order new ink cartridges. I'll show it to you in just a second. And if you crush the nib, you can get a replacement nib. I have a replacement nib for this one already. I know, I do. So can you guys see that? All the lines and the leaves? Yeah, baby. Now I can go in and put in, just sharpen the pencil and quit being so stupid. Okay. I don't know why I'm so lazy that way. Everything's so much easier if you do it. I don't know where that green, oh, I know what. I didn't get it all dissolved. That's okay. We're not going to worry about that. Okie dokie. So yeah, all these will get the same ribs in the leaves. I'll put the highlights in. Now, I'm not sure. I'll ask you guys advice because you don't need to watch me do that. If you notice on the original art, maybe this is where I need to use the sepia. And I think all the postcards are like this, where it looks like they've been a little bit outlined in ink, which I like that. I like the look of it. But maybe, let me see if I can convince this sepia pen to write. Come on, don't be a PETA. All right, looks like it's gonna, and it's not gonna be real dark. I probably have a darker brown, but let's just do this. Okay, this actually is pretty good because it's not too dark. And I'm so brilliant, I just go right in the middle of the picture to do the experiment. Yeah, I think I will go ahead and outline it in the sepia. Makes it really pop, don't you guys think? Thank you, Tori. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the sepia. I think I like it. I think I like it a lot. I did, Devin. I'm not sure why I ask you guys because I don't take free advice anyway. I suck that way. But yeah, I think I do like the sepia. And if you don't have to draw the whole thing, you know, like broken lines and stuff are really good, but that's pretty much where we're at. And I've still got to finish this, what do they call it, the sepal in here, in that one. And then I need to do, I'll put dark along the edges and them. Yeah, baby. All right, I will finish this. Oh, Lena, thank you. Hugs around your neck. See if you looks at it. Yeah, I was going to do it anyway. So I will go ahead and finish this. I probably won't this evening. So tomorrow I will post a picture of this, and I will also post a picture of the cherries. I don't know why I didn't do that. Well, now what did I do with it? Oh, there's the feet on the sand. Okay, here's the cherries. So I will go ahead. I'll get it out right now while I'm thinking about it. I will go ahead and post those two pictures on Instagram. I'm so bad about that. I'm sorry. Because I love looking at you guys' art, and I think, well, why don't you ever post your own, dumbass? So yeah, I will post them tomorrow. Okay? Okay. All right, you guys. If I don't see you before, I will see you Wednesday at Dee Dee's. Go have a fun time doing something. Thank you, Cat and Paste. Post the other flowers too. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I could. Thanks, Terry. Oh, Judy, get out of here. Go sit in the corner. All right, you guys, thank you so much for spending your valuable time with me. I truly, truly appreciate it more than you know. So I love you guys, and I'm going to go eat something. How about that? That's what I like to do. All right, you guys. See you at Wednesday. Diddy's on Wednesday. Adios, amigos.